Wolverhampton got promoted to the Premier League in 2018, well after getting relegated in 2012. In total, they have spent like 9 to 10 seasons in the Premier League, but they have yet to win the league title. Forget about the Premier League, their biggest achievement till now is to get qualified for the Europa League in 2019. The club has won 17 major trophies including 4 FA Cup. That means they are not that bad of a team. But in the Premier League, you have to compete against these big giants, and in order to win the league, you have to become one. So that's why today I will be taking over Wolves and try to win as much trophy as I can. Well, I have to say that I am going to miss Matheus Nunes, who has joined the oil club Manchester City, and Ruben Neves as well, who has joined the retirement league club Al Hilal at the age of just 26. So this is the team that we have to work with in the first season, and I have to say this team is quite decent even without their best talents. So the first thing that I am going to do is to change the formation to 4-2-3-1, as I think this will do the job for us. Up front we have Matheus Cunha, who has joined from Atletico de Madrid. Behind him we have Hwang Hee-chan on the left mid. In the middle we have the Spaniard Sarabia, joined by Pedro Neto, probably one of the best in the team. On the defensive midfield position we have Lamina and the Brazilian Joao Gomez. On the fullback position we have Nouri and Nelson Semedo. For the defensive role I have replaced Dawson with Totti Gomez, as Dawson is already 33 and he shouldn't be on the first 11. I mean, his defending and physical is still decent, but what about this 44 pace? And he will be joined by Kilman. And at last, not the least, on the goalkeeper position we have Jose Sa, and these are going to be our reserves. So the first player that we have signed is a defensive midfielder Samuel Ricky from Torino for a fee of 17 million. He's just 21 years of age, and for a change he is not a Portuguese. So Samuel Ricky is finally here at Wolves, replacing Lamina in the first 11. The first one is Italian, but the next one is in fact Portuguese and is from the league rivals. It is Fabio Vieira from Arsenal for a fee of 18 million. Well, he was cheap and from Portugal, so this is realistic. While our first team striker Sasa will be joining Union Berlin for a fee of 18 million. Well, with his departure, I don't think we need to sign a new striker, as we have the young Portuguese Silva, who is showing great potential and can reach up to 80 plus overall. And with this, let's see how this team performs in season 1. So after playing 38 games, we have survived the Premier League, as we have finished 13th in the table, 15 points above the relegation zone, as we have scored 54 goals and conceded 71, and only Burnley and Luton Town has conceded more goals than us. While this year it is Manchester City who has managed to win the Premier League, and yes, you guessed it right, it is Erling Haaland who has managed to win the Golden Boot with 28 goals. While Matheus Cunha has finished 4th in the table, who has scored 19 goals. Talking about the Carabao Cup, we got knocked out in our first match against Fulham United 5-3 on penalties. While in the FA Cup, we managed to reach the round of 4 where Millwall defeated us 2-1. Our best player for this season is Matheus Cunha. He has managed to score 22 goals and provide 4 assists in 39 games. While on the other hand, Pedro Neto has managed to score 6 goals and provide 3 assists in 31 games, which is not even close to what Matheus Cunha has delivered. And the same goes for Pablo Sarabia, who has scored only 2 goals in 14 games. And in fact, our youngster Fabio Silva has a far better season. He has managed to score 6 goals in just 12 games. Well, one of the reasons why we have conceded so much goal is Jose Sa, as in 29 games he has managed to keep 3 clean sheets, and look at that, only 5.94 rating throughout the campaign. With the start of season 2, Pablo Sarabia had decided to join RB Leipzig for a fee of 9 million, while Matt Doherty will also be on his way to join Galatasaray for a fee of 4.5 million. So this is the team for season 2. As you can see, we have lots of upgrades. We have Matheus Cunha, who has increased up to 80, while Fabio Vieira has reached up to 79, and Guedes has returned from his loan spell, is going to play a first team player this season, while Hwang Hee-chan will be in the substitute bench. While on the CDM position we have Gomez, who is quite unhappy at the moment, but he has reached up to 78, while Ricky has increased up to 77 from 74. But the first player that I want to replace is the first season is Jose Sa. While literally this guy in the last season had managed to keep only 3 clean sheets, and we have to find a new goalkeeper for the team. And for that we have signed Lucas Chevalier. He is the number 1 goalkeeper for Lille and the deal has been done in 31 million. So with Lucas finally here in the team, I will try to sell Jose Sa this season. So we have managed to sold Jose Sa to Sporting CP for a fee of 11.3 million. After enjoying a decent season with us, Fabio Vieira has been reached out by Tottenham Hotspur and they are willing to offer nearly 28.5 million for him. Although I need him in this rebuild, but we have to accept this offer. And in the end, Fabio Vieira has decided to join Tottenham Hotspur and we will be getting 28.5 million for it. For his replacement, we have signed another Portuguese. It is Pedro Gonzalez from Sporting CP and the deal has been done in a record fee of 65 million. With Gonzalez in the team, the first thing I need to do is to convert him into attacking midfielder, and it will take only 2 weeks to get this development done. And with all of these things done, I'm quite excited to see how this team performs in season 2. After playing 38 games, we have qualified for the Europa League with Wolverhampton, and I can't believe in the second season itself we have managed to do so. Well, this season Tottenham Hotspur has managed to win the Premier League by defeating Manchester City. Postecoglou doing his magic with the team. Let me know what you guys think about it. And now let's see who's got relegated this season. The first one is Crystal Palace, the second is Preston, and the last is Burnley. Plus it's good to see Leicester City back in the Premier League. In the Carabao Cup round of 2, we got knocked out by Burnley 2-0. In the FA Cup round of 4, we got knocked out by Watford 2-0, and the team that we have got, we should be doing a lot better. In this season, our top scorer is once again Matheus Cunha. He has scored 25 goals while providing 4 assists in 37 games, as he finished 4th in the Golden Boot race, losing it to Jonathan David, who has scored 28 goals for Tottenham Hotspur. While this season Pedro Neto has improved, he has scored 9 goals and provided 6 assists in 30 games. While this season Gonzalo Guedes has made a return to Wolverhampton, he has scored 6 goals and provided 5 assists in 23 games. Our top assister for this season, our new signing Pedro Gonçalves, he has provided 12 assists and scored 17 goals in 35 games. And I have to say he's been a great signing for us, contributed to 29 goals in a single season. Well, talking about his stats in the Premier League, he has finished 3rd in the assist chart, losing it to Foden, who has 14. With these 2 seasons completed, our top scorer till now for the club is Matheus Cunha, as he has managed to score 47 goals till now for us. And on the second position, we have our new signing Pedro Gonzalez, who has scored 17 goals in his first season itself. While on the third position, we have Pedro Neto, who has scored 15 goals till now for the club. And now talking about the top assister till now for the club, it is Pedro Gonzalez, as in the first season itself he has assisted 12 times. And on the second position we have Pedro Neto with 9 assists so far, and on third we have Matheus Cunha with 8, 4 assists in each season. So season 3 is here and this is the team so far. Well, Matheus Cunha has increased up to 84. Look at that, 87 pace, 80 passing and 87 dribbling. I think this season he can score like 30 goals for us. And behind him it is Pedro Gonzalez, whose overall has spiked to 86. Look at that, 87 dribbling, 85 passing and 83 shooting. And with the way that he's been progressing, he can become one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. While on the left mid we have Guedes and on the right mid we have Neto. Whereas our defensive midfielders Ricky and Gomez both have progressed up to 80, while on the other hand Chevalier has increased up to 82. Well, our club captain Kilman is out injured. He has torn his hamstring, but don't you guys worry, he will be back before the new season starts. The position I want to improve in this season has to be right back. I mean, Semedo has done a decent job for us so far, but guys, he's 31 years of age, his overall has decreased up to 78, and we have to find his replacement in order to compete in the Europa League this season. So the player I'm looking for the right back role has to be young, pacey, can do the attacking and drag back for the team. And here you go, for the right back role we have signed Nohal Molina from Atletico de Madrid for a fee of 55 million. But the wages are not going to be cheap. He will be getting like 85k per week. But believe me guys, all of this money will not go to waste. Look at that, he's got 89 pace, 79 passing, 80 defending. His mental and physical comparison is like top notch. Look at that, 93 acceleration and 88 stamina. I think that's what we want to have in the Premier League. And here we have received an offer from Hwang Hee-chan from Hoffman for a fee of 14 million. Plus he has also submitted a transfer request, plus I think his contract is also expiring. And guys, I think I'm going to take these 14 million because still we are reviving from the 55 million that we have spent on Molina. With Hee-chan gone, we will be getting 14 million for him. Getting this amount for a player who has contributed to only 12 goals in the 2 seasons. And right after that, we have received an offer for Nelson Semedo from Everton. And they are willing to offer 11 million. Well, I can bring them to 13 million, but I'm not sure whether I want to sell him or not. Because if you see, if we sold Nelson Semedo right now, Molina will be the only right back we have in the team. Well, that can cause problems for us in the future. So I have rejected the offer for now. And here you go guys, we have a bigger problem to deal with. It is Barcelona. They have made an offer for our shining superstar Pedro Gonçalves. Well, if they accept 45 million plus Ansuman Fati, I think this deal can go through. Well, Xavi is doing the negotiation. He has brought to 43.1 million. Now let me try to counter it with 44 million. Let's see what he says. So here you go, Pedro Gonçalves has been sold to Barcelona, but I don't know who we are going to sign to replace him. But first we have to negotiate with Ansuman Fati, and he wants a wages of 84k per week, which I think is decent enough for him. So here you go, we have officially signed Ansuman Fati. With Fati in the team, he's going to be in the first 11. But I've got to say, I'm going to miss Pedro Gonçalves, and we need to find his replacement soon enough before the season starts. Well, for his replacement, we have signed Orkun Kokcu. Let's hope I'm saying his name correctly. Well, he's from Benfica and we got him for a record fee of nearly 95 million. And believe me guys, that he is a real beast in this area. The reason I'm saying that he is a beast, well, look at that 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves with 86 passing, 85 dribbling, 82 shooting, and look at the physical guys, 82. And he's got 94 stamina with 85 aggression and 85 vision. Well, his skill attribute comparison is also top notch. Plus, he also comes up with 5 strong play styles, including the finish and the power shot. And with this, he's going to be a perfect replacement for Pedro Gonçalves. After the completion of season 3, we have finished 6th in the table. That means Europa League next season. But guys, the bigger picture here is that we have finished 2 points behind Chelsea. That means Champions League spot. To be honest, I'm quite happy with it because guys, we are not still yet ready to play the Champions League. Whereas Liverpool has managed to win the Premier League this season by defeating Manchester City by 8 points, while Man United have been dropped to the Conference League and Arsenal have finished 8th in the table. Well, teams like Bournemouth, Sheffield United and Brighton are going to get relegated. In the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, Tottenham Hotspur knocked us out 5-0, and I know they are doing quite well. Last season Premier League winner, but still losing 5-0 is not acceptable. Talking about the FA Cup round of 5, we got knocked out by AFC Bournemouth 2-1. Well, talking about the Europa League group stage, we finished 2nd in the table and are through to the preliminary round. But it was PSV who knocked us out 5-2 on aggregate. And I have got to say, our European dream ended quite soon. Our top scorer and top assister for this season is Matheus Cunha. He has managed to score 32 goals while providing 9 assists in 47 games. And remember guys, I told you that he's going to score more than 30 goals this season, which he did. And with that, he has also managed to win the Golden Boot as he has scored 25 goals in 35 games, whereas Fabio Silva has started to grow under Wolverhampton jersey as he has scored 8 goals while providing 6 assists in just 15 games. Well, talking about Pedro Neto, I have got to say I'm really enjoying playing with him as he has managed to score 8 goals while providing 6 assists in 26 games. If we talk about Orkun Kokcu, I can say that he is really enjoying his football here in the Premier League as he has managed to score 18 goals goals while providing 8 assists, just one less than Matthias Cunha in 49 games. In his first season, I can say that Ansuman Fati has found his form back, which I think he lost in the recent season. As you can see, he has scored 15 goals and provided 6 assists in 47 games, which in fact is quite good considering this is his first season in the Premier League with Wolves. And now it is time to talk about the top goal scorer for the club in these 3 seasons. On the first position, we have Matthias Cunha, who has managed to score 79 goals in these 3 seasons. On the second place, we have Pedro Neto with only 25 goals, but in his defense, I can say that he has really helped us in these 3 seasons. But on the third place, we have a tie between Fabio Silva and our new signing Okochu, as both have managed to score 18 goals, but Okochu has done so in the single season. And now talking about the assist chart for the club, here we have again Matthias Cunha on the top with 17 assists, while on the second place we have Pedro Neto with 15. And on the third place again we have a tie between Gonzalo Guedes and Fabio Silva. Both have 9 assists in his names. So this season again ends trophyless, but guys, we have seen the progress what this team can do. With the way this team is progressing, I can say that there might be chances we can win some silverware next season.